Seat yourself in a comfortable position and breathe deeply. Lift the back of your head as you straighten your spine, taking on a calm and alert posture. Listen attentively to the sound of my voice as we begin our next meditation, the village, your eighth destination in the journey of abundance. The village. Observe how the lands around you are looking more populous as you walk in a calm and steady pace. See how several sandy trails are merging into the main road, which is paved with charming little cobblestones. Look at the smiling faces of happy couples who are walking hand in hand. Hear their frivolous laughter. Listen to the sounds of galloping horses that are ridden by tall men with serious expressions on their faces. Look at the lands around you and see how endless fields of crops cover these sloping hills. Watch how strong oxen are plowing the soil, and observe the groups of tanned laborers who are digging up vegetables that have been growing for many months. Inhale deeply and smell the scent of freshly harvested plants, a scent so distinct that you can almost taste its flavor on your tongue. And as your gaze follows the road, notice a tiny speck near the horizon. At first, it seems insignificant, but as you continue your stride, you discern the contours of a village. Look at the shapes of what appears to be a church tower, a hall, a tavern, and several houses. It's a small town, a farming community of a few hundred people. Continue to walk and enter the village. And as you stride along the main road, witness a large crowd exiting the doors of a beautiful wooden church. Observe the intriguing architecture of this building. Notice how it's constructed in a peculiar foreign style. Look at all the people around you and see the excited expressions on their faces as they gather in the central square, engaging in all sorts of activities with great enthusiasm. Observe how a few women step onto a small stage in the center of the square and begin to sing beautifully. Listen how the angelic sound of their voices are almost drowned out by the loud shouts of merchants who stand flamboyantly behind their carts as they praise their wares to the locals. Breathe in and smell the delicious aromas of warm bread, butter, and cheese. Enjoy the scent of freshly cut herbs and spices pervading the air. Hear the barking sound of a feisty little dog that chases 3 chickens around the square. Their panicking clucks seem to amuse a group of young children who are laughing and playing throughout the busy crowd. Zoom in on a little girl with bright red hair and bouncing pigtails. See the sparkles in her eyes and notice how her chubby cheeks are sprinkled with brown freckles. Watch how she's completely immersed in a game of hide and seek, squinting her eyes as she counts to 20. Look how she opens her eyes, shifting her gaze from left to right, exploring the area for possible hiding places. Notice how she locks her sight on 2 small feet that stick out from under a merchandise stall as she quickly runs toward the other child, calling out the hiding spot. And right next to this playful scene, you notice a very old man sitting on a wooden chair. Look at the serene expression on his face as he sits here silently observing the people while he sips from a glass of yellow lemonade. Observe his long white hair and his grooved leathery skin. Look at the thousands of little wrinkles that make his face feel like a map, a historic record of the many pains and pleasures he has experienced throughout his long life. And as he watches the crowd with a gentle smile, you notice a compassionate wisdom in his eyes. A true village elder who commands deep respect from every person who comes nearby without even moving a single muscle. And as you look at these unique individuals, imagine what it would be like to experience the world through the eyes of others. Imagine seeing the world from the perspective of a child or the village elder. Realize how every person has a unique point of view, a unique story about who they are, about their purpose, about their place within the social structure of their community. And as you stare at all these people, notice how a lady from the crowd is suddenly looking back at you. Feel a startled sensation inside of you as you gaze into each other's eyes. Then you smile at her as you observe her dark hair, her brown skin, and her radiant appearance. See how she's wearing comfortable lilac pants and a salmon pink shirt that drapes comfortably around her body. Look how she walks towards you with an open, welcoming posture, taking her place beside you. Listen how she speaks in a warm and pleasant voice. Hello there, my friend. I've been expecting you. There is so much I wish to share. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Eva, and I am the priestess of this village. I am here to help you improve your place within the social order. As a priestess, my purpose in the community is to organize social gatherings in the church next to us. Inside this sacred building, people connect with each other on a very deep level, forging strong bonds. And because of this, everyone in this village feels happy, connected, and fulfilled. Within these social structures, however, relationships tend to be forged through social rituals and circumstance instead of conscious choice. That is why people here judge themselves through the eyes of their peers, forming a deeply ingrained image of themselves that defines how they are. And it can be very challenging to grow beyond this self-image, to change existing patterns, to experiment and discover the world of possibilities that exists outside the social norms of this community. For you, it's important. For you, it's important to realize that your journey of abundance is igniting a process of inner transformation that will change your place in the social structure. You've now defined clearly what you desire. You've envisioned your goals, and you've made a conscious decision to become wealthy and live a life of abundance. Know that this path will certainly affect your relationships. The relationship with your family, the relationship with your friends, with your colleagues, with your loved ones. Know that some people within your social circles will move away from you, not out of jealousy, but simply because you'll have less in common than before. Others will remain where they are or grow even closer. Be aware that your loved ones, the people who are closest to you, must be willing to change together with you. Must be willing to change together with you, accepting your transition into abundance. As the village priestess, I'm here to help you with your process of social transformation. I invite you to perform a powerful exercise together called the Ritual of the Circles. This ritual lets you achieve your dreams in harmony with the people around you. It will change the configuration of your social circles in a very positive way, creating a supportive network of people around you who will help you on your quest. Please follow me. Eva takes your hand and leads you toward the entrance of the church. See the tall wooden doors before you and observe their intricate carvings. Feel the texture on your fingers and watch how Eva, the priestess, opens them slowly, allowing you to see inside this mysterious celestial structure. Step inside and allow your eyes to adjust to the soft light inside. And as you look around, See how hundreds of candles illuminate the space. Look how every wall is covered in wooden shelves that display thousands of small statues. Little figurines that portray people of all ages, standings, and professions. Observe these three-dimensional depictions of children, adults, and elderly people. Notice the statues of soldiers, knights, generals, kings, and emperors. See the farmers, the craftsmen, the merchants. See the noblemen, the aristocrats, and politicians, cardinals, priests, and nuns. Focus your eyes, and as you look a little closer, see the details of their postures, their faces, their emotional expressions. See the texture of their clothes. Look at how the flickering light of the candles projects moving shadows and reflections on these lifelike sculptures, giving them a sense of warmth and liveliness. Now, shift your attention to the large open space in the center of the church. See how three concentric circles are carved deeply into the large wooden floor. And at the very center of these three rings, you see a slightly elevated, round plateau made of dark wood. See how it's engraved with ancient symbols. Listen attentively to Eva as she begins to speak. Behold these three circles. Within this sacred space, we shall perform a ritual that will redefine your relationships with the people around you. This small plateau in the center represents the self, and the first ring that surrounds it represents your inner circle. Now look beyond it and see the medium-sized ring. This ring is called the second circle, and it represents your intermediate relationships. And outside of this circle, you see the third circle, a large ring that represents your extended network. Please walk towards the center of the space and step on the small plateau. Place your feet in a comfortable position as you stand firmly and close your eyes. Hold yourself in an upright position, straighten your neck, and close your eyes as you inhale deeply and exhale deeply. Breathe slowly in a calm and steady rhythm. Listen to the sounds around you and observe the subtle patterns of your closed eyelids. Look at the shifting colors, the shades of light, and smell the subtle scent of the air that you breathe. taste its flavor on your tongue. Sense how your clothes are softly touching your skin. Feel the comfortable temperature of the air on your skin and allow yourself to relax deeply. Feel the skin of your scalp and of your forehead. Feel the small muscles around your eyes, your temples, your cheeks. Feel your ears, your jaws, your chin. Feel the muscles of your neck, your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps. Feel your forearms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers, thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky. Your pecs, your chest, your ribs, your shoulder blades, your spine, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your genitals, your buttocks, and then feel your upper legs, your lower legs, ankles, feet, and toes. And as you stand here on this plateau, look at the circle that surrounds you, your inner circle. Observe the emptiness of the space. Feel the closeness of this circle around you, and realize how this space is reserved for the people who are truly near to you. Breathe in deeply and picture the most important person in your life, the one who is closest to you at this moment in time. Place this person in a very specific position within your inner circle, a position that symbolizes the relationship that this person has toward you. Know that you're in full control, so you may choose the posture and rotation of the person's body, adjusting their angle towards or away from you. You may even determine the direction of their gaze. Now picture a second person who belongs within your inner circle. Observe how this person stands within your inner circle. You may position them in their proper place, a place that represents their attitude and closeness toward you. Now continue to visualize all the people who belong within this circle, a space for those who have a deep and special connection with you. Go ahead and place them within your circle, one by one, in a position that feels right to you. Position them in a spot that symbolizes their relationship to you, and feel free to adjust their stance, their posture, and their facial expressions. Rearrange them in a way that feels just right, and take a moment to observe them in these positions. As you stand here, feel how a pleasant, relaxing energy flows through your body. Notice how your mind's eye becomes sharper and your imagination is now becoming more defined. Watch the people within your inner circle and look at the expression on their faces. See the color of their eyes, the texture of their hair. Sense their emotions toward you. Smell the familiar scent of their bodies as you feel the subtle texture of their skin. Hear the sounds of their voices, the tones and the fluctuations. Now, look at their posture and observe the precise manner in which they position their heads, their torsos, their arms, and legs. Witness how they stand in relationship to you, and also how they stand in relation to each other. Notice every subtle emotion, every small behavior, even the slightest movement on their faces. Observe the subtle movements of their muscles and the moving fabric of their clothes. Become aware of how vividly real this experience feels to you. Now, let's look at the second circle, the ring that surrounds your inner circle. This ring provides a space for the people who are part of your social network and are close to you, but not as close as the ones within your inner circle. The second circle is a space for anyone with whom you interact on a regular basis. Your friends, your colleagues, and acquaintances. The people who live close to you, who work with you, and who play with you. The ones who know your name and your story as you know theirs. Observe the empty space of this second circle, which is larger than your inner circle, and notice how there's quite some room left. So let's picture someone who belongs within this space and use your mind's eye to place them within your second circle. Breathe in deeply and picture the people who belong within this space, one by one, and place them in a specific position within your second circle. Go ahead and place them in their natural position. You may spread them apart or cluster them in groups. Place them in a position that reflects their relationship toward you, as well as their relation to each other. Feel free to change their posture, adjusting the position of their head, their torso, their arms, and legs. You can even alter the expression on their faces. Visualize how they're standing around you, position every person in their proper place, one by one. Place them at a distance and an angle that represents their attitude and closeness toward you. So go ahead and take a few moments to fill your second circle with all the various people who belong there. And as you have now placed many people within your second circle, notice how interesting it feels to watch and observe these groups of individuals around you. Focus on the details of every single person in your second circle. Look at the contours and shapes of their bodies. See the way they're standing and notice their typical behaviors. Observe the color of their eyes, the shape of their faces, their torsos, and limbs. Notice all the subtle movements of their muscles as you look at the expressions on their faces. Sense their emotions and attitudes towards you. Feel the subtle texture of their skin as you smell the scent of their bodies. Observe the quality of the clothes that they are wearing. Hear their sounds, their tonality and rhythm, the typical fluctuation of their voices. Now let's focus on your third circle, the ring that lies beyond your second circle. Know that the space within this third ring is reserved for your extended network, a very large crowd of people with whom you have very little contact, but who do have a subtle influence on you. These are the people you meet in public, on the streets, online, or on TV. They are the ones you see at large gatherings and events. And even though you don't know each other, you are still connected in subtle ways as you experience each other's presence, as you are all part of a shared culture. See this very large open space of the third circle and envision a large crowd of individuals who belong within this space. Picture their body postures, their faces, and their unique sense of style. Visualize the specific traits that make them so recognizable to you. Notice the unique characteristics that show what group they belong to. Give them a specific position within this third circle, a position that reflects their relationship towards you, a place that feels right. Go ahead and take a few moments to envision them. Feel a pleasant relaxation flowing through your body as your mind's eye becomes sharper and your imagination becomes more defined. Watch the people within your third circle. Look at the expression on their faces, one by one. See the color of their eyes and look at the texture of their hair. Feel the subtle texture of their skin and smell the natural scent of their bodies. Listen to the sounds of their voices as you tune in to their typical pitch, their rhythm, and tone fluctuations. Now look at their posture and observe the precise manner in which they position their heads, their torso, their arms and legs. See how they are standing in relationship to you and in relation to each other. See their emotions, their typical behaviors, the movements of their faces. Observe their clothes. Take a short moment to reflect on all the different people in the 3 circles around you. Observe the ones who stand close to you, and also look at the ones who stand farther away. Look at their postures, their faces, their hair, their arms and hands, their legs and feet. See the clothes that they're wearing. Notice their gestures and movements. And realize how this unique constellation of individuals represents your social structure at this present moment in your life. Now, let's return your focus to yourself as you stand here on this small plateau in the center of your circles. Inhale deeply and press your left thumb against your left index finger, activating your touch of gratitude. Feel a warm, radiating energy flow throughout your body and into your heart area. Experience a powerful and intense feeling of gratitude as you summon your visions of abundance around you. Envision your future home and its surroundings, and allow this vision to hover in front of you. Look at all its fine details. Touch your dream house with your fingers. Change its size. Make it fit right between your hands so that you can see it very clearly from every angle. Now use your hands to lift the vision of your house into the area above your head. Feel how it's floating above you while you position it a little to your back. Feel how it's there, even though it doesn't cross your line of sight. And then let's retrieve the vision of your fortune. Look at the number that represents your wealth and abundance. See this number on your bank statement with perfect clarity, and feel the gratitude within your heart. Touch this vision with your fingertips while you place it above your head, right next to the vision of your home. Now, let's visualize your career and watch how the spaces, the people, the movements materialize before your eyes. See how vivid and lively these shapes, contours, and colors appear to you. Observe the magnificent details of these and touch them with your fingertips as you raise them above your head to join the other visions. Then envision your treasured possession as you draw it into your imagination. Look at the shape, the textures, and the colors. See how it hovers before you, so real and three-dimensional. Observe all its vivid details while you touch it with your hands and use your fingers to place it above your head. And now, let's also summon the vision of your daily rituals. Envision these sequences of events and place them in the space before you. Look at all the various shapes. See the outlines, the colors, and texture. Observe yourself experiencing these rituals. Now, touch your vision with your fingertips and place it above your head, along with your other visions of abundance. And as these visions are now hovering above your head, feel how they have become a part of you. Feel a profound awareness of your future reality, a powerful influence that is guiding you towards an abundant state of being. And even though you don't see your visions at this moment, you can clearly sense their presence. Feel how these visions of abundance are influencing your environment. Feel how they are changing your behavior. Feel how they are enhancing your talents and capabilities. Feel how even your beliefs and your sense of identity are transforming. Look downward and notice how the carvings in the small plateau on which you are standing are lighting up with a soft purple glow. Watch how a mystical energy rises upwards, flowing around your legs, your body, and your arms, like a radiant aura that makes you feel wealthy, prosperous, and rich. Feel how its intensity is increasing as it extends slowly into the circles around you. See the people who stand around you, the ones within your inner circle who are so close to you. Look them in the eyes with a grateful smile and connect with them on a deep spiritual level. Use your intuition to really feel what your transition into abundance means to them. Tune into their feelings their emotions, their personalities, and feel their attitude toward you. Feel how your relationship changes when you become wealthy. Sense whether your wealth might drive some of the people in your inner circle away, pushing them towards your second circle, or perhaps even further. And if your bond is strong enough, notice how they might grow closer to you. See how they accept your transition into wealth. See how they embrace your success and celebrate your prosperity with you. Perhaps you will even motivate them to think, feel, and act more abundantly. Look at the faces of everyone within your inner circle and connect with each person. Picture how this person will benefit from being in your presence. Envision how they might be inspired to live their life in a more purposeful way. Imagine how they are empowered by your material wealth, your influence, and connections. Imagine them achieving goals with ease as they feel more confident, secure, and ready for the future. Now imagine their gratitude toward you and see the kind and open expressions on their faces. Embrace them and feel the warmth of their skin. Embrace them and feel the warmth of their skin as they touch you lovingly. Feel how your gratitude connects them to you. Now look at the ring around your inner circle, your second circle. Look at the people within this ring with whom you have an intermediate level relationship. And as you feel the influence of your visions of abundance working on every level of your being, sense how your personal transformation into abundance will affect the people within this circle. Notice the people who will move away from you, and also notice the ones who are intrigued by your new state of abundance. See how some of them are coming closer to you. And as you look at all these individuals, observe the subtle differences in behavior. Listen how the tones of their voices are changing. Notice how their body postures feel more open and friendly. Now envision yourself creating and sharing value with the people of your second circle. Feel the gratitude they are sending toward you. Visualize how they interact with you and with each other, performing the transactions that lead to your new state of wealth. Imagine how this wealth provides so many positive benefits for everyone. Sense how these wonderful feelings of gratitude are flowing between you and the people around you. deeply and focus your gaze at the ring beyond your second circle, your third circle. See how this space is filled with all the people who are part of your culture, the ones you see in your media, in the spaces you visit, and in the streets. Feel how these groups of people are changing as you enter a new state of abundance. See how this outer circle transforms and reconfigures as the visions of your dream home, your fortune, and your career are manifesting into existence. And notice how your abundant presence is affecting the people in your third circle in a very positive way. Feel how so many people are thankful for your contributions. Feel how this exchange of gratitude on a broader level influences your life. Breathe deeply and see how the purple light that radiates from the small plateau on which you stand has now become so bright that it illuminates the entire scene, revealing every detail of the people in the 3 circles around you, as well as the church's interior. Listen to Eva as she continues to guide you with her warm and pleasant voice. Look at this magical energy. Feel it resonating within you. Sense how it helps you to evolve your relationships into new forms. And know that as your inner visions now contribute to the greater system, and know that everyone around you will benefit from your abundance in profoundly positive ways. By performing the ritual of the circles, you have become the architect of your own social order. You're writing your own story and designing your own future. The time has come for you to surround yourself with people of extraordinary talent and character who will amplify your strengths. Together, you will accomplish great achievements. Breathe deeply and rest your right hand on your heart as we close the ritual. Feel the purple energy resonating with the energy of every person who was part of this experience. Sense this energy building up within you, releasing a powerful emotion of thankfulness and inner fulfillment. Enjoy this feeling. Watch how the light dims and the people in your circles disappear. The church has returned to its former state. Eva walks over to you and embraces you warmly. She takes your hand and guides you through the doors of the church and into the crowded village square. And as you watch the people, feel a warm connection to them, a wonderful afterglow that stays with you as you exit the village, following the road toward new destinations.